Good evening. It's 7:37 p.m. I had to come in and get me something to drink. I cut maybe 10 minutes, 15, and my chest is hurting. There's Pretty Girl. There's the juniors. There's some of the babes laying on the cot. There's Miss June. There's the other baby, which is the black and white one. I fed all the cats. I want to show you how much I cut, people. See, this is all I cut in about 10 minutes. And it's wet. And I'm not supposed to do that. I washed my mower out. And I cut around the air condition. Let it sit out here to dry off. Oh. See, there's my toy belt. It's broke down. You know, I ain't got the money to fix it. Probably a new mower deck probably take care of it. That's probably $500. But I like to have a new lawnmower, a new rider or a zero turn. Now I know you all ain't got the money, that's okay. I spent about $4 last week on the Powerball and made $1 million. So here's the south side of my house. There's the west side of my house. That's where I clean the lawnmower out. I might cut some more tomorrow, but man, my chest is hurting. That's funny. If I was a female and I asked for money or a new mower, I would have it. There's Mama Blackie. There's Mama Blackie, the oldest outside cat here. Her 4 babies, grandbabies. I don't think she got any great-grandkids. There's one of her babies. Where you going, June? There's January, that's her baby. That's a baby. There's Panther. LB's around here somewhere. And Boots is a gray cat with white paws. Oh. I'm sorry, people. I'm so sorry that I'm hurting. There's Tomcat over next to the road. This is, I think, his second year here. First year, he was real friendly. I could pet him. He'd take food out of my hand. But this year, he's kind of a scaredy cat. So I'm going to make it a short video. I just want to show you that I cut grass. I'm not feeling good. You know, I'm not supposed to push some more. I could ride him more, or zero tolerance, but I can't push. I'm not supposed to weed eat. People, you all had heart attacks or strokes, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know why it takes Walgreens so long to get my nitro pills. They have to order them from China. It was ordered, I think, Thursday. Today's Monday. The only thing it says on their website, it's in progress. I got another medicine to pick up. Once you're used to making 2 trips to pick up, 2 medicines, I'd rather pick it up in one day. That's the Walgreens in Charlestown. But people, I'm going to throw my post office box in there. It's Tom Cartwright, Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. That Cash App is the $, Tom Cartwright 4375 is the Cash App. If you want to send me money to get me a new lawnmower, a new riding lawnmower, you say, why a new one? Warranty. That's what I want to do, warranty. I get between $800 and $900 a month. Oh, one of the mama cats, pretty girl, chased Tomcat off. Like, maybe she protecting her babies, or she don't want no more babies, You all know about mama cats and tomcats, That's the first time I've seen her chase Tomcat away. Or you can send cashier's checks or money orders to my post office box. Or if you got an Ace Hardware store where you live, you can have him check at Scottsburg Ace Hardware store in Scottsburg, Indiana. You can buy it to that store or whatever. I don't know what the sales tax is, but the sales tax in Indiana is 7 cents on a dollar. So, but they got my address on file for the weed eater, the FSAM 65 or something like that. They got my address on file because of the warranty on my weed eater. I just put a new spark plug in it this year. I grease everything up on it. So I know that's good. And I changed the air filter in it last year. And since it's a 2-cycle, people, the way my mechanic told me but to change the spark plug every year, but that's back when I worked at the Charlestown Cemetery. Am I going to wake up in the morning and go to that church again, because something about the 4th of July was last week, but they had it in Turning Point. And I don't know if I want to get up at 6 o'clock and get there and wait until 10 o'clock. You know, is it worth getting one or two things? Wait until Thursday, then I go to the Rock at Scottsburg, Indiana. They're off of 31 right before you get to the high school. You get a little bit more stuff. So, I'm going to make this a short video because I'm not feeling good. You know how it is when you have heart attacks and strokes. You know what you can do and can't do. And I'm not supposed to be pushing. I can ride, you know, like that, but man, what happened to me if I was to die? Who'd take care of my babies? My son wouldn't, because he's in worse shape than me since he's 37. You know, if I had a girlfriend that was living with me, you know, a skinny one, you know, she could take care of these babies. They'd probably get jealous. You know, cats does get jealous of a human that's taking care of them. And I've been having trouble with my laptop. That's how come I ain't been live on my laptop. I'm having problems with it. I don't know if it's the graphics card or it's about ready to blow its engine. Ha ha. I can't even afford a new laptop. I know you all out there can't afford it. I like to have what they call a gaming computer. I have better memory and a better graphics card. If you look at that video on a computer and you know about computers, there might be one it's cheaper and one I showed you. Got the same graphics card, the same memory, and everything a whole lot cheaper. That one I showed on there was $1,800. I just can't afford it. Hi, baby. Hi, June. Hi, little tiger. Yeah. I would say your daddy's in the house, but he's never made it outside. Let me show you June. See, there's little June. I usually put him up there on the ledge and give him some canned food. He goes crazy. There's another blackie. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah, I love you too. June. Baby. I walked to the mailbox a couple hours earlier. There was panthers. They always following me. Then the babies was up there when I was walking back. Hi, Panther. Hi, Panther. Say hi, people. Say, can you help my daddy out? You know, he could be mean to us kitty cats, but he loves cats. He makes sure we get fed twice a day, give us milk. Not that much milk, but got a pitcher in there and fill that almost full and fill it up with milk, so it's kind of like 2% milk. So this is Panther. He was born, I think, last year. Most of the babies you see was born this year. Ain't that right, Panther? Yeah, you're a good boy. Midnight was here earlier. That's a black and white tomcat. He had a brother, but he died alone. Wouldn't let me pet him. So since Midnight's a year old this year, I guess in June he was a year old, he began to let me pet him and I can feed him. He'd come up there and take the food out of my hand. It took a year, but his daddy was older. You all see that TV ad on the ASPCA or something about abused animals you see on TV. What I like to see, people, them come to Scott County, Indiana. I don't know where the dog pound is in Scott County. If they pick up an animal, they only got a life of 24 hours after they get them. After 24 hours, they put them down without a trial or a plea bargain or a chance to find them a home. That pisses me off. That's one thing I hate about Scott County, Indiana. You know, that should be a no-kill shelter. Because they killed one of my kitty cats. My daddy Midnight, you know how tomcats are. There's female cats across the road. Got over there. The dog catcher showed up early in the morning. Caught him. Caught the mama cat who was from the junkyard. Took that cat. And all her babies died over at the junkyard. To me, that's murder and abuse of the animal. You know, them animal people in Scottsburg, Indiana, is murderers. You people murder animals without giving them a fair trial. You violated their rights. So the ASPCA or whatever it is, can you please go to Scottsburg and make that a no-kill shelter or whatever you have to do? There's plenty of people that would love to adopt cats or dogs. You know, I'm against killing cats or dogs. Raccoons, I don't give a shit about them, because they, you know, when I lived in the city of Charlestown, they was friendly. You all watch the Raccoon Whisperer, James Blackburn, that's up in Canada. He feeds all them raccoons. He knows every one of them by name. In the wintertime, he feeds the deer, you know, apples and stuff like that. But these damn country raccoons, if you see them, you tap on the window, they take off or running. But since they killed my chickens and my rooster, I don't give a crap about them anymore. And I love my chickens. They was like my babies. I raised them from baby chickens. Rooster, Harry, it took him about 2 weeks to get used to coming down here. Then he walk around the cage. But I miss his crowing about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Every morning. Or when me and my son would take off in the car, he'll crow like saying, "Bye, Daddy. I'll see you when you get back home." I miss that. And people, I'm looking for a pellet pistol. Made by, I think, Crossman pellet pistol, where you pump your I think it's a 177 caliber pellet gun. I look at the Walmart, they used to sell it, but, you know, I'd rather have a pistol. You know, you can ship that to a post office box, but a rifle you can't, and I don't want to give my address out. But while I'm on here, I want you all to go to Lincoln City Gifts in Oregon. Go to their website, LincolnCityGifts.com. You know the rest of it. Look up what they got to sell. They're pretty reasonable on the prices. You know, they're a YouTube fan of mine. You know, I got a hoodie, it says Lincoln City on it. I got a jacket if I don't want to wear the hoodie. I got some sweatpants. You know, it was sent to my post office box. And you saw me have mail call. I might do that once a month or every 2 months. You know, you can send me stuff. You can send me cat treats, flea collars, you know, or anything like that, or flags from your state, or a license plate from your state. And I want to give a shout out to your people in Russia. You can send me a flag from your country of Russia if you're allowed to do that. You know that song I played? I think I showed it in a couple of videos. I didn't get a copyright strike, but I love that music. I think it's talk about apples and pears, something on the river. You know the one I'm talking about. I think it's KAYSUA or something. You know, that's a sweet song. I love that song. But I would love to play it when I open my YouTube channel. I would love to play it when I close it. But I guess it's copyrighted. Unless some VIP in Russia can give me permission that I can play that song. Some people don't like Putin. You know, I think he's a very nice young man. But I tell you something, they wouldn't be in a war with Ukraine if Trump was president. We never got in any war in 4 years he was president. Look, people, look it up in history. Kids, I don't know if they teach it in school anymore. Look it up in history. Every time we had a war, see who the president was. During the Vietnam War, it was a Democrat. I'm sorry, people. That's how I feel. But look how it was when Trump in there. Gasoline was below $2. Grocery store bills was cheap. People was back to work. When people stopped coming across the border. People come across the border, our government buys them a new car. They give them cards with $10,000 cash on them. Where's my $10,000 cash card? Where's my new vehicle? Where's my new lawnmower? You know, we getting screwed, people. If the people come across the border illegal, they can buy a house, no credit check. But here's another pet peeve. I got a couple of them. But this is important. You heard me talk about it, about the U.S. Navy veteran in the state of Tennessee. He's a U.S. citizen. His mom and dad was a U.S. citizen. Because of the new driver's license, they said he's not a U.S. citizen. But you tell me how those illegals can come over and they can get driver's license. They can vote. They took his voting rights away. He can't go into a government building. And he was born in Canada. His mom and dad took a trip to Canada and came back after he was born on a birth certificate. Said mom and dad a U.S. citizen. That means he got dual citizen. That's what I've always been told. You're veterans. You DAV people. You know people that went to Germany and other places. They had kids. They got dual citizenship. What kind of problems were they have when they produced their birth certificate, say they was born in Germany? Think about it, people. It's time to stop this bullshit. I'm sorry. That pisses me off. A 77-year-old Navy veteran, you lose his driver's license, loses right to vote. And I believe it's in Nashville. If you watch Steve Leto, Lehto, it was on his YouTube channel. I believe the TV station that told him was in Nashville. So, your DAV, VFW over the United States, contact the people you know. Let's help this Navy veteran who is a U.S. citizen. If there's a few other states they doing this in, but you have to check into it. I stand for truth and justice for all people. The American way. Make America great again. You know, look at the vets at their children was born in Germany and maybe the UK, wherever they was born. What kind of problems they going to have? Hello, Ray D. I don't know. I can't drink beer. You know, that's stupid. Sorry, Link, Dean. I don't know what's wrong with the timer. Oh. See, Ray, I think if he's 77 years old, I would say that put him in the Vietnam War, I would think. I'm between 70 and 72, somewhere in there. You know, I was in there, but back there then in the 70s, for the Marines, you can go for 2, 4, or 6 years. I put in for 2 years. I got hurt in boot camp. And Back in 1970, you would consider a veteran anywhere from 7 to 30 days. Then they changed it, I think, a year after that to, 90 days, something like that. They changed it. Yeah, 72 is a good year, Ray. That's the year I graduate high school. I went in the Marines in 1970, served less than 6 months with a general under honorable conditions since I got hurt, and you have to have so many credits. I was supposed to graduate 68, but I was kind of a dumb person. I wasn't too smart. He passed away in 72, and he got to, let me turn around. Well, everybody's smart in their own way. There's things that I'm smart in. Other things I'm dumb as a jack donkey. When I went on disability, Social Security sent me to 20 psychiatrists. People, I'm not joking. They sent me to 20 psychiatrists. My IQ is around, 60, somewhere between 61 and 63. I guess I'm on the borderline. Well, I was a pretty good mechanic on the cars back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, where you had points, condensers, spark plugs. You didn't have all this computer stuff. Put your brakes on, calipers on, mufflers on. Now, when you put a muffler system on it, you gotta weld everything where you won't have an exhaust leak. Stuff like that. And, but 1972 was a good year. The Vietnam vets got screwed when they came back. Baby killers, people, you have to be there. You have soldiers that have been in Iraq, Desert Storm, where they send little kids up that was booby trapped. That their parents or the VC or the Iranians would send kids up to kill you. That's how it was in Vietnam. They sent kids up to you booby trap. Hello, LB. There's LB. That's one of Mama's Blackie's 4 babies that she brought over 2 years ago. I'll show you if I can get out of this chair because I'm not feeling too good. I cut grass for about 10 minutes. And I'll probably have to take a nitro pill because my chest is hurting. There's a lightning bulb. Oh. Oh. I feel like I've been running. There's Kelly. Hi, baby Kelly. There's what, Panther? How does it feel to be a year old? See, this is all I cut. And if you see, there's my riding lawn tractor. It's broke. I ain't got the money to fix it. Every year I'm spending anywhere from $25 up to $500. I'm getting tired of spending money that I don't have. No. Hello, Cheeto. See, I cut my grass. That's a no-no. You know, it's a no-no. And that's what I use to cut it. When you got heart problems, heart attack and stroke, this is a no-no. And look, you know, it's wet. And it's past 7 o'clock at night. You know, that's what happens when you go 2 weeks without cutting it. Look at that. See, here comes the babies. I'm just walking to my shed where I can put, hello, Junior, come on, move. You're going to make me trip. And there's a pressure washer that I bought a couple of weeks ago. And there's my weed eater, the FS97. Well, I was close. That came from Ace Hardware store in Scottsburg. Man, that's stupid. I should walk up these steps. You know, this is my son's stuff. Everything on this side's mine. Because, you know, but don't move. You don't move. I have worse than kids, and they're terrible too, people. I could use the ramps, but I ain't gonna do it. Now, I get myself blocked in. Nope, you can't come. Get out of here. People, if you want to know what kids and they're terrible too is, just get you some cats. And you know what you're going to be in for. I almost fell. People, if you all know anybody out there that can help me out, I gave you all my post office box. And you can send me donations. Oops, my finger covered it up. I can't afford any more payments. I got so many payments. You know, back a couple of years ago, my son bought a bunch of toilet paper at Sam's. That's enough to last a couple of years. And a cotton picker. But, you know, People say, why you put a lock on it? I said, well, I know they can still bust it, you know, so I'm trying to keep some people honest. There's my little wagon that somebody gave me. There's a tree that fell down a few years ago. Here's a cage for maybe big dogs. There's my toy belt. I say it's probably 10 years old. There's some bags of aluminum cans. This is all I did in about 10 minutes, people. And I'm hurting like you know what. Here's the south side of my house. It's what they call a heat pump, a train. And I was scared when I bought this house 5 or 6 years ago. Something like that. Here's my septic tank, got the big tar around it. It's going to get pumped out sometime this year. You know, I don't know when, but the guy I talked to, his pump broke down, and he's got to have it rebuilt. So I want to thank you all very much.